Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first session of the GameDay training. I'm going to touch on the registration form and setup of products and archiving old products. So how we start setting up our products for next season is that we log into our GameDay. Make sure that you're a user on the system and have full access. This is just a sample page. So I'm going to be creating some products for this club and then attach it to the registration form to be active and ready for season 2022. So once you log in, this will be the first page that you see, which is your dashboard. And from the menu, you select registrations and then products. All right, those 4 products there for season 2022 have been created by myself on association level. So they filter down to all our clubs in the league. And those products are mandatory when someone registers. And they need to pay those fees to be financial in the system and for you to be able to select them on the team sheets. All right, so I created this one early on just to show you how to archive a product. So you click on the magnifying glass. And these are old products. So I'm not going to create a new product from the old product. I'm not going to change the year of the old product to 2022, because if I do that, all players that actually purchased this product last season, the system won't prompt them to pay that product again, because that product would still be active and would know that that player has paid for this product already, even though you changed the year. All right, so we archive all our old products. And by doing so, we just click on archive and they become inactive. All right, so if I go back to my products, I can see that it's gone. If I go to my inactive products, it will be sitting there over here, as you can see. That's the one I've made inactive. All right, I'm just going to go back to active. All right, so we're going to set up our new products for this year. And by doing so, we click on that box, add a new product. And this is the first page that comes up when you're creating products for your club. So name, I've got to name my product. And I'm going to do it for my junior club. And I will do it for, I will name it DLS Junior Football Club. This is just an example. So I'll name it registration fee and a year. So my reporting season would be 2022, which this product is applicable to. And my grouping category. So whatever you choose as your grouping category has to be the same on all your products for them to fall under one category. As you saw with the one that I created for the association, it was the EFNL 2022 registration fee. And then I created my 4 products with the same grouping category so I can find it easily, especially if you're going to be creating a lot of products and your senior and junior clubs share the same system, then you can split your product so it's easily identifiable to you. So grouping category, I'm just going to go 2022 junior membership. Look at that, wonderful. And my product type is my membership. Under notes, anything that you add on there will appear next to your product. So when you register, which I'll show you in a second, the name of your product, which is this one, and then the cost of it, I don't know, $200. And then underneath that, whatever you add here, maybe it's you decide it's an early bird. And so that will appear under that junior registration fee. All right, so whatever you set up there will go live. Pricing wise, my club's GST inclusive. My cost center would go to my membership 2022. And because I'm on club level, my minimum system login to change prices, sell products would be club. All right, so price-wise, for a single membership, I decide it's going to be $200, but we have a lot of families at our club who have probably 3 or 4 children, and I would like to offer a family discount. So I click on multiple pricing, and I put in my first price first, okay? And it has to go in both boxes. That's just the way the system is set up. There's no real reason, but we have to complete both of those fields. All right, so for every child, I'm going to give a $20 discount, say. So the second child registering will be $180. Third child, $160. And any other child, I'm not going to give a discount. Is low enough, and we don't want to make a loss. So you have to, if you're doing multiple prices, you have to complete the single price as well. Please do not forget that. And then your payment split. If you've got multiple bank accounts set up on GameDay to go for junior club, senior club, women's football, whatever you decide, this payment split goes to our junior club, but we've only got one bank account set up, so 100% to club is what we're going to be selecting. All right. Also, do understand that if you're offering family discounts, that if a parent goes on to register their children, they have to register all of them to obtain the family discount. They can't just register one and then next week log in to register the second, because the system won't pick up the family discount. It will just charge the second child $200 as well. All right, dependency wise, I always say to leave this section blank. Do not make our products or any other products dependent on another, because there's so much that can go wrong. I.e., if I decide to make this junior product, I don't know, dependent on the boys and the girls, it would mean then that everyone that's registering would be charged the boy and the girl's fee and then your product as well. All right. If a child has been transferred into your club and they've already paid our membership registration fee at their previous club and then transfer over to your club, and you make another fee dependent on the other, it would force that child to pay our fee again because you've made it dependent to your club membership. All right, so just leave that blank, just bypass it, ignore it. Action-wise, you want to set up your players as financial, and you can set a expiry date to the product as well. So I always go 30th of October of the actual season, and I do this because the system gets rolled over on the 1st of November. If it's an early bird product, put the expiry date to your early bird expiry date. So if you only got to run an early bird for 2 months, put it to the end of December. All right. Filter wise, I'm deciding this is going to be for my entire junior club. So gender is any. If you only want to do it for the boys, because you have under 18 girls, then you can do so. So let's do male, and we'll go for a specific age group maybe. So we'll go the older end date range. So for next season, we're running an under 17.5 age group. So my older date range in this instance would be the 1st of July, 2004. All right. And then my younger date range is going to go all the way to my 7-year-olds that are born in 2015. All right. So, and the product is for players only. I'm only targeting players. So in this instance, anyone purchasing this product that's a male that's born during that time period would be charged the $200. All right, so we go through to availability, and because the system, the AFL national system, gets rolled over on the 1st of November, that is how I'm going to set up my product to be available to my members. If you decide to do an early bird and want it from October, just bear in mind that your members will have to, if they've purchased anything before the 1st of November, they have to go back in and register and purchase the EFNL registration fee to be financial for the season. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to put them on the team sheet. All right, so if that's the way you want to manage it, that's perfect. But you'll have to then prompt your members to go back into their profile and register again and just pay the $18 or the $25, depending if they're senior or junior. All right. And as I said, I always put my product, you can always change it, no matter how you set this up, you can always edit it as you go on. So if I decide I want to close this product earlier, I can. I just need to update it and then click update as well, this green button over here. All right, so I just update. And then that's it. And if I go back into my registrations and products, there is my product sitting over there. All right. Now, the setup's not complete because now I have to activate it on my Regio form. Right? So I go back into registrations, registration forms, and I click on edit. And this is the back end of your registration form that your members will see. So any layouts or fields that you'd like to add, it is done from this side. All right, so in this instance, we're concentrating on our products. So I'm going to click on products, and there is a product that I've just created. I'm going to activate it. By clicking active, it doesn't mean that it's going to be active immediately. It means that you've activated your product and it's going to show up on the registration form from the date that you've decided to activate it. So in this instance, we said the 1st of November. So I can make it active and mandatory. And then I just leave it. It will then, by the time 1st of November comes around, it will appear if anyone tries to register. All right. If I decide that it's not mandatory and it's just active, there will be a tick box for your members at the time of registration, and they will just have to tick the box if they wish to pay the $200. I always say rather click on mandatory, because then you have people registering, they've paid, and then you don't have to worry about chasing anyone. All right, so in this instance, I'm going to say mandatory and active. All right. Then I'll just go back to, I'll show you how it's live on your registration form, but I'm just going to quickly make it available from today so I can show you how it appears. All right, just quickly update that. Go back into your registration form, and I'm going to view my registration form. I've set up a junior product. I'm going to say children. And the systems automatically recognize me. Yes. I'm going to register as a junior. Let's say 2014. And a male. All right, so all these questions is what is appearing currently on your registration form. So you can edit as you wish. All right, and there's the product there that you've set up, which is the $200. And you can see there's no tick box because it's mandatory. If it wasn't mandatory, there would be a tick box there for someone to tick. And if I added any other blurb under notes, as I've mentioned, that will appear over here. So if you decide to give a free hoodie away, or if it's a early bird or whatever you would like to advise, you put it over here. All right, it will appear over there if you've added it to notes. And then you confirm it, and then they go through to the payment page. All right, so I'm just going to go back to that product. And I decided I don't need that product anymore, so I'm actually going to archive it, tick, and update. Go back to my product. That's not great. System error. Let's hope there's no more system errors. Fabulous. And there we go. And there's the product has disappeared. And if I go back into inactive, will be at the bottom. Here we go, which was my $200 odd. All right. Perfect. Back to active. So that's how you set up your products. And then just on your registration form, I just wanted to show you, just have a look at your fields. You can play around with the fields if you wish to update your registration form and hide certain things that are asked on your rego form, or make it compulsory because it's information that you need your members to answer. You do so on this section, and then your layout is over here. I'll click on layout, and this would then be the layout as your members will see it. There will be some questions that are mandatory that you'd think would be quite weird, and why is it on your rego form? But those questions have been put on there by the AFL. That's information that they need, and unfortunately we can't delete it off the registration forms. And I'll just show you how to, if you decide that you want to change the postcode, you just click on the line and you just add it, you just drag it. That's all you need to do. All right. If you decide your text boxes need to go up there, you can do so. All right. And you can add your own headers and text boxes as well. So a header block, I could label, let's just do that, Eastland gift voucher. I'm going to save my header block, and then I'm going to add a text block, which would go, let's just say free voucher. Right, and then it should appear here if I can find it. It normally just goes anywhere, but here it is. So I can edit the rules as well. I can add rules to it, sorry. So if I just want the question or the voucher to go to a player, I can do so. Or if I just want it to go to a volunteer, I could do so. And gender, and I can put date of birth to target certain age groups only. All right, go back to that registration section, sorry. So I'm just going to remove them. Otherwise, these members are going to find it weird when they go in and register. And then there will obviously be some questions on your registration form that we've set up as a league from our sponsors. So as you know, we normally give away free tickets or memberships or discounts or vouchers to certain companies, so which are obviously our sponsors, and your members can opt in or opt out of those anyway. But that's it. That's your products and your registration form set up. Thank you for joining. And if you have any questions, you just contact me. You know where I am. Thank you.